That sheet out. Okay. Today is the 30th. Okay, today's the 30th. The essential questions are here. If you haven't done so, please make sure you put your first and last name at the top of your packet. This week, we have our warm up, our homework, and our quiz. This week's quiz is on laws of exponents. Please make sure that you go back and study laws of exponents, okay? We also are going to each week have a review quiz, very short quiz, because I need to prepare you for the test at the end of the year. It's not good enough for me to tell you, oh, study this, study that, because you don't do it. So now I'm going to force you to study, okay? Your review quiz this week is going to be on expressions, equations, and inequalities, all of which is in your homework packet so that you can go back over these things, okay? If you don't have notes from that, if you've lost notes, you shouldn't have because you have your interactive notebook, then you need to make sure that you view the notes that are on Canvas. You go to Math Project. Under Math Project, yes, baby. It's on the table. It's on the table. Go to Math Projects. Here, I got one right here also. Yeah, you have to get it off the table. I had gave him my extra. All right. Do you see it? That's okay. You can staple it. All right. You need to make sure that you go to Math Projects, under Math Projects Interactive Notebook, and you go to Q1. That's where these notes were, because I'm starting to go back over what we did in Q1 to prepare you for your test at the end of the year. So please make sure that you review these things. Okay, and every week we'll have a review quiz to force you back into studying, because it didn't work when I told you I'll do this last quarter. You didn't do it. Okay, you didn't. You didn't do any of it. All right. The agenda for today, we're going to write our work in the planner, and I'm going to go over the warm up. Okay. I'm going to finish the sheet that we started on Thursday on exponential functions. I'm going to model some things in the calculator for you. Exponential functions in the calculator. And if we have time, we'll start the word problems. And that's what we'll be working on this week, is word problems. That's the last thing that we're going to be doing in this unit. And our unit test will be next Friday, the 10th. Okay? Yes. Yes, sir. Homework tonight. You need to study. Don't forget to study your notes. And make sure that you complete the work on expressions. Tonight, I need you to review expressions. Everything on expressions, please make sure you understand it. There are two types of expressions. There's a numerical expression and an algebraic expression. Go over that stuff, okay? We should know what a variable is, what coefficient is, what terms are. Please go back over your notes on expressions. All it do is just takes you like literally less than 5 minutes to review those notes, just to pull up that memory file so you can remember, how do I solve expressions? I use order of operations. Make sure you understand how to use order of operations. Make sure the biggest part of it, which is what I'm giving you tonight for homework, the biggest part of it is being able to write, translate these phrases into algebraic equations. That's the biggest part that you have to know how to do for your test at the end of the year. Okay? So please make sure that you take your homework very seriously and get those things completed. All right, I'm going to pause for the calls to give you a chance to take out your planner. All right, so for your planner, my goal for you, or goal for me this week, is to make sure you understand exponential functions because we have a test next Friday. Any questions? You pick your own goal, write that in the front. I'm going to add 10 points to your score at the end of the week on your quiz for already having your planner filled out each day. Okay? I'll just do it weekly. All right? Pick a new page. This week is January the 30th through February the 3rd. Sit up, baby. What's wrong? All right, so we need to study expressions and current notes. Tonight, you're working on expressions. Go back through your notes on expressions. Please go over expressions, okay? I'm doing this to help you prepare for your test at the end of the year. Okay, if you are stuck, you don't understand some things, we have tutoring on Tuesdays. Your ride needs to be here at 4 o'clock or by 4 o'clock. Usually we tend to finish around 3:30-ish, okay? But your ride, the latest that your ride needs to be here is at 4, okay? And on Thursday, Tuesday and Thursday. So if you're not understanding, you need to stay after school for tutoring. It's Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday. Okay, a couple people have stayed in here. Okay, not a lot of people from this class. All right. Let's look at the warm-up. All right, I'm going to give you a few minutes to do the warm-up. Okay, guys, listen. This says simplify, so they do want you to simplify completely. This is saying 11 times 11. What's 11 times 11? 121. Very good. This one is saying find the square root of the fraction, so find the square root of the numerator and the square root of the denominator. What's the square root of 4? 2. What's the square root of 25? 5. Okay? This is saying to multiply these two numbers that are written in scientific notation. So you're going to multiply the numbers first. So that's 3 1/10 times 1 8/10. So we have 8 times 1 is what? 8. What's 3 times 8? 24. Good job. Now we're going to multiply the second number. That's 1 times 1. What's 1 times 3? Now we're going to add. What do we get in this column? 5.5. No, what do we get in this column? Oh, you get 8. 8. What do we get here? 5. And then we get 5. Okay? Calm down, baby. Shh. We got 1 place value here plus 1 place value here. So our answer should have a total of 2 decimal spaces. So we start from the back of the number and we move it over 2 decimal spaces. So this is what we have so far. 5 58 hundredths. This is the hundredths place value. Now we're going to multiply the exponent, the base 10 times base, 10. All right, the exponents, the bases are the same, so we add the exponents. So this is 10 is being multiplied 3 times here and 5 times here. So that's 3. Very good. 3 plus 5 is 8. So that's going to give us 10 to the 8th power. So let's put it all together. This is going to be 5.58 times 10 to the 8th power. This is written in scientific notation because it's one space. It's the decimal is behind the first significant digit. If it wasn't behind the first significant digit, then we would need to move it there. Okay. Any questions? Bryson, what's wrong, baby? You sure? Okay. Anyone still copying? All right. All right. All right. So here we're dividing. What are we going to do with the exponents when the bases are alike? The base is 7. What do we do with the exponents? Subtract. What minus what? -1 minus the 3. What's -1 minus 3? -4. Okay. How do we simplify this? Yes, babe. 1 over 7 to the positive 4th power. Very good. If we want to simplify that completely, we got 1 on the top, and let's do 7 caret key 4. So we got 7 caret key 4, 7 to the 7 to the 4th power, and that gives us 2,401. Okay. All right. Now let's do B. The exponents, the bases are the same, and we're multiplying. So what do we do with the exponents? Add. What plus what? Very good. What's 2 plus a negative 3? Negative 1. How do we write this? How do we simplify it? 1 over what? 8. This one you should be able to do on your own. It's very similar to A in problem number 3. This is a power raised to a power. What do we do with the exponents here? Multiply. So we have 2 what? Times 3. Very good, Adam. So what's 2 times 3?
6.
So we got 5 to the 6th power. I'm going to pause for the calls. Any questions? All right. All right, good folks. Okay. The last page that we did was page 8. Make sure we give page 8 a title. This is Exponential Growth Foldable. Q3, page 8, Exponential Growth Foldable. And we should have this glued in, okay, where we showed our work and went through that foldable together. I'm going to pause. All right. Let's go to page 9. This is Exponential Regression. Q3, page 9. Exponential Regression. Pause for the calls, Miss Reyes. All right. What is, Miss Reyes, what is exponential regression? Exponential regression is how to write an exponential equation or a function in the calculator. So exponential regression is how to write an exponential equation or function in the calculator. All right. And we're going to write some steps. Sorry. Pause for the call. All right, here we go. All right, so step 1. Step 1, we're going to type values in the calculator. What's wrong, baby? You okay? You sure? Okay. Type values, table values is what I should say. In the calculator. That's the first step. This is the sample table. I'm going to pause, give you a chance to write. All right, let's clear our calculator. Second plus 7. I'm going to go over to all. 1, 2. I'm going to do it once more. Okay. Second plus 7. Go over to all. 1, 2. Please make sure you do that. Hold it up so I can make sure that everyone has it. All right. So now, in order to be able to type these numbers into a list, we're going to press the stat button first. STAT. This is what you press first. Press that. And press enter on edit. Okay, see how you press enter on edit? And that's where we go to type our numbers in the list. So again, you press that, you press enter on edit. We're going to put our X values in L1 and our Y values we're going to put under L2. So let's do that now. -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. You can press the down arrow to get to the next line, or you can press enter. We're going to press the arrow over button to go to list 2 and type in those numbers. 0.5, don't forget 0.5, enter or down arrow. 3, enter. 18, enter. 108, enter. And 648, enter. I'm going to pause for the calls. Hold it up so I can see that you know how to type the numbers in the list. Okay, so now after we press the second step, step 2, okay, we're going to go back to stat. Oops. We're going to press that. Then we're going to go over to calc. Go over to calc. And then we're going to go down and find exponential reg. Which number is exponential reg? 0. Go down to exponential reg. Okay, press enter. That's what you should see on your screen. Hold it up. Make sure that you have it, please. Good job. Come on. Good job. Very good. Come on, finish yours. Good job. We're not leaving anything. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Please don't press enter yet. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Expo reg is all you should see. All right. Good. Okay. All right. After you see Expo reg, we are going to press. Now we're going. Thank you, babe. Now we are going to tell the calculator to send the equation, put it under y equals so that we can graph the equation at the same time or view the function table. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to type, this is what we're going to type. We're going to type L1, comma, L2, comma, vars, y vars, and then enter 3 times. All right, so look, we're going to type. How do you press L1? Second 1, comma. How do you press or how do you type in L2? Second 2, comma. Where is vars? Right beside clear. Where is y vars? over to y bars. And then how many times do I press enter? 1, 2, 3. And that's your equation right there. What's comma? Y, comma bars. Y bars. Enter, enter, enter. Got it. Hold it up so I can see it, please. Hold on, you gotta want me to. Very good, very good, very good. What's wrong? Okay. Very good, very good, very good. Very good. Very good. You got it. Very good, Aiden. Good job. All right, look. Now, so now go to y equals, and the equation should be there. And they, for whatever reason, it's just writing it that way. It's okay. I don't know why it's writing it like that. And then graph it. And you should see the graph there. Go to the function table. How do I view the function table? Second graph. Now you can view the function table as well. Any questions? Anybody lost? Okay. So when you go to the main screen, let's write this down. This is what you should see on your screen. We're going to write this in. We have Expo Reg. We got Y is equal to A. Then it has times B. Then it has caret key X. Move this out the way. It has caret key. Then it has X. Then it tells you that A is equal to 3 and B is equal to 6. Okay? We know that this A is the y-intercept. And we know that this B is the common ratio. Any questions? Please write. I'm going to pause for the calls. Okay. All right. Now, how do I view a function table? How to view function table? Same. This is page 9. Continue. Okay. What buttons do I press to view the function table? We just went through it. What do I press? I press what? Second graph. Pause for the calls. All right. When I'm looking at the function table, second graph, please make sure that you go and look at the function table. If let's suppose that I wanted the 100th number in the list, guys, I do not want to just keep pressing this until I get to 100. I'm going to go to table set, press second window, and I could either start right here. I can make it go to the number that I want it to go to, 100. I can make it go to that number and press second graph, the table, and it'll start at that number for me, okay? And the E, by the way, that's telling you that the number is so large that it doesn't have enough space, so they're putting it in scientific notation, okay? That's why you see the E. All right, so look, I can do that, or I press second window again, or I can type in my own values. Okay, so I'm gonna type in my X values. So instead of putting auto for X, go over and put X, press enter there. Go from auto to X. Please make sure you know how to do this because this is gonna be very valuable for you on your test. Okay, so we're gonna type in our X values. Hannah, sit up. Okay, where's your cat? Huh? Okay, do it over. All right. Let's look at this. All right, look. So now we're going back to the table. Second graph. And now we can type in our x values. What is the value of y when x is -2? Type in -2 and enter. That's my answer for -2. What is my value if my x is 7? Type in 7 and enter. That's my answer for 7. What's my answer, or what's the third number in the list? Type in 3 and enter. What is the -1 number in the list? Do you see it? Okay. Any questions? Very valuable. Okay. Yes, baby. Okay. All right. Let's go back to table setup. Second window. Let's put it back on auto. Okay. So now let's suppose that I want to start back at 0, but I wanted to go up by 2s. So go down to right here. This is the increments that you want the table to go up by. Instead of going up by 1s, we're going to put 2 here. Now let's view the function table. Press second graph. And now it starts at 0, and now it's going up by 2s. Huh? You didn't change it. Second window, you need to change it back to 0. Okay, let's suppose that I want to start it at -5 and go up by 5s. So put -5 here, and let's go up by 5s now. View the function table. So it's starting, x is starting at -5, and it's going up by 5s. Any questions? Go back to window, second window, set up table, 0, and I wanted to go back up by 1s. Second graph. Any questions about how to kind of change your function table? You are definitely going to need to know that. Is there anyone that's lost? Yes, baby. Oh, that's fine. This right here? Okay. All right. Anybody else? Okay. I want you to turn to the back part of the sheet that we started on Thursday. We completed this side of the sheet. Let's look at the back part of the sheet. And we have 16. Okay, so this is where we're going to write it here. This is page. I don't want to waste this page. I'm going to put page 10. I just don't want to waste the whole page. This is exponential word problems. I'm only going to do a couple, and then you're going to do the rest on your own. Jamie, sit up, baby. Bless your heart. You okay? Yes. You need another one of these papers? Come pick up one. What happened to yours from Thursday? All right, come here. You need another one too? No. Oh, but that's sweet. Okay, baby, that's right. You went home. I asked you. Shh, Derek, stop being mean, okay? All right, here we go. Number 10. I'm sorry, number 9. You got it, babe? Oh my God. What is it? The first year of charity walk event. Sorry. Had how many in attendance? Very good. Attendance of 500. What is the 500 you think going to be in this equation? The wine or sell, because that is what they had the first year. You starting off with 500 people. The attendance, it grew. How did it grow? Or by 5%. I could put growth 5%. The same thing. Increases grow, that's the same. All right, so now is this exponential growth or decay? This is exponential growth. So let's write the formula. Y is equal to C parentheses 1 plus R to the X or T power, okay? Because in a lot of cases, they change the X to T because we're talking about time as your domain. So now we're going to substitute the values from the equation into the formula, okay? And then we're going to solve. All right, so we got Y is equal to, what's our C in this case? What's the starting amount or the Y-intercept? 500. What's the R? The R in this problem? 0. How do you write 5% as a decimal? 0. So we have 500 parentheses 1 plus 0.05 to the X power. So the equation is going to be 500 1.05 to the X power. This is the equation. I'm going to pause for the calls. All right. B says, what is going to be the amount in 10 years? 10 years. So how do I figure out what the attendance is going to be in 10 years? I can't hear you. I'm sorry. How do I figure out that amount, though? How do I use it? X is equal to 10. You're going to substitute 10 in for X to figure out what the Y is. So you have Y is equal to the 500 times to the 10th power. Let's type this in just like Saxton said and see what our answer is. My nose is itching. Sorry, y'all. Calculator. 500 times, or parentheses, 1.05, caret key, 10 years. Raise it to the 10th power. That's how you type this in. What's your Y going to equal to? What's the attendance? 814. Can you have part of a person? No, so it's going to be about 814 people. Because you can't have part of a person. So we're not going to write this as a decimal because you cannot have part of a person. Any questions? Shh. All right, let's see if we can do, anybody still writing before we move to 10? Okay, I'll pause. Jay, let me know when you finish. All right. Number 10. The population of a small town, it was how much? 3,600 in what year? All right. The population increased by what? 4% every year. All right. See if you can write this as an equation. Which one of the formulas are we going to use? Exponential growth or decay? It's growth. What tells you that it's growth? Increase. So we're going to write the growth formula. What is the growth formula? 1 plus r to the what? X or t power. Okay. So I need you to write what's going to be my c here, what's going to be my r here, and write the equation. I'm going to pause for the cause. Please make sure you write the problem down because you need something to study. We're going to glue this down, so we're not going to see that part of our worksheet. If I would have thought about it, I would have made them separate, but I didn't think about it until now. All right, what's our C? Say again. 3,600. Very good. What's our R? How do you write 4% as a decimal? 0.04. Okay, move it 2 places to the left. Okay. All right, so how do I write the equation for this word problem?
Y equals 300.
Y equals
300 times
3,600. 1 plus what? Very good. Raised to the x power. This is the equation you're going to use. This is the equation for the problem. This is answering question A. What is the equation? Now we got to answer B. What is it going to be in 2025? If this is what it is in 2005, how many years after 2005 is that? Because we're going to say 2025 minus 2005, and that's going to give us 20 years. So X is equal to 20 years. All right. So let's figure out what it's going to be. Let's figure out what it's going to be in 20 years. So we're going to substitute the 20 in the place of X. So we have Y is equal to 3,600 times 1 plus that 400ths, which is a percent, and we're raising it to the 20th power. Thank you, babe. Appreciate it. All right, let's type this in the calculator, see what we get as our answer. We okay? So we have 3,600 parentheses 1.04 caret key 20th power. Say again, baby. Because I'm just typing. I'm sorry. Shh, type it in and get your answer. Let's go. This is still a person. One whole person. You cannot count part of a person. No, it is still a whole person. Stop saying that's ridiculous.